Miss Mac was like, yeah, I'll take John. I was like, dude,
I don't know you.
First of all, I'm a senior now. You had me freshman year for like 2 months. Second of all, I don't know. I guess she just thought I was a good student, but like, especially by senior year, like I just straight up stopped giving a fuck in senior year.
Reasonably so.
Just like literally all I would do is my homework, and that was it. And most of the time, I mean, dude, I remember in my sophomore year. You guys remember how like the teachers could pick one student out of all of their classes and give them like this award?
Yeah, I do remember that now. Yeah, I forgot about that.
You know, Mr. Husband in my business class gave Mr. Husband out of all of his classes.
That business class is so stupid too.
Gave me the award, and I started thinking about it. I was like, why'd he do that? And I literally like looked around in my classroom, and I was like, I have a pretty good idea why I did that. Dude, like literally the final project was like, no joke, it was straight up like fucking like business simulator, like managing a like truck business kind of.
Yep.
And
yeah, I totally remember that.
I apparently broke the high score within like a week or two. Like he
was it a computer program then?
Okay, it was literally a game, Jake. It was a fucking video game.
Yeah, people were
That's
like, you
awesome.
could see like little people walking around, and
That's
it was
awesome.
literally like
Boxes.
SimCity. It was like
Or,
SimCity or
Tycoon.
like the like Roller Coaster Tycoon or some shit.
Yeah, I thought it was like Roller Coaster Tycoon.
Yeah. And I never even played. I've played those games for maybe like 30 minutes when I was a kid. I never got into it. But either way, like I literally just, I'm just good at optimizing shit. I would not say I'm as good as Oscar at simulation games, but I just went in there, did my shit, and he gave us like a month to do it, and I was done within 2 weeks. And literally, I asked him, "What am I supposed to do?" And he said, "I don't care."
Okay. He was a pretty cool teacher, honestly.
No, he was awesome.
But since his
I'm trying to remember
period
what
was
he
my
looks like.
he was
Very tall,
as fuck.
very
he
tall.
actually holds the all-time scoring record in basketball.
I know who we're talking about now. Yeah, Mr. Husband. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, like
Not a
Coach
ton
Hud-
of other defining features.
No,
besides
just
super
tall as
big,
fuck.
tall,
Yeah.
boomer dad haircut, like same haircut as my dad. But yeah, like so his class, it all loops together. Because his class was on computers, it was some business class. And this was when Algebra 2 was doing their flipped classroom model.
Oh, Jesus.
I did not pay attention at all in business,
Yeah.
which was just do the homework and literally the same day, hours before, go into Algebra 2, just demolish whatever work Miss Miss fucking Potts gave me, just because I at that point I just did it to piss her off. Because
who stopped our queue?
Administrators would come in and
Oscar, we're doing the podcast, bro. We're doing the podcast.
Yeah, we got a podcast here.
We got an hour of podcasting to get under our belt.
Oh,
Are you a guest star?
Yeah, are you a guest star or?
I mean, are we just sitting here and just talking?
We're just talking. Yeah, we're just talking.
Shooting shit. Yeah, shooting the shit.
Someone should have told me to buy a webcam.
You don't need a webcam.
Well,
Michael has
two of us have webcams.
Yeah, and Michael has the most dog shit webcam I've ever seen. It has like VHS effects where it like is like rolling. It's got a rolling shutter. I don't know how that's possible on a modern day webcam.
I don't know if this is considered a modern day. It's like a built-in.
Sorry,
cam
yeah, it does look like you
on my
got it
laptop.
from like the wreckage of like 9/11. So,
You can't see what Michael Bryan's looking at.
Yeah. I can see his screen pretty well.
Yeah, I can. Wow, that's always my. I always have to look. I always have to look down. Now, to be fair, I have that problem as well. I have to look down so it doesn't, because you can. If I do this, you can see the screens perfectly. I got 3 screens too, so it's like everywhere I look, there's
Can I
something.
look like this. So I can.
You never say.
Yeah, no, you don't have to, Mike. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I'm just happy we have better audio than last time, because man, I listened to it immediately afterwards. I was like, what does it sound like? Oh my God, it was so bad. Yeah. Okay. Let's. Well, I did start. I mean, I am recording, but we can go ahead and start.
Just trim it out.
Yeah, we'll trim
We
it out.
name dropped a shit ton of people.
Oh yeah, I realized that. I was like, we could use that. I was like, bro, I'm not bleeping out all of that shit.
Yeah, I mean, we just
to be
started.
fair,
We just kept going.
To be fair, the teachers, I don't care because it's like, who's gonna look? Like,
They're
there were
more
multiple
public
Miss
people,
Macs. You know, it's
Yeah, like you could look up our high school and see the staff.
Well,
Yeah.
But then again, it's
Yeah.
like also there were multiple Miss Macs. You don't know who, because there's Miss Macklefresh, then there's Miss Mac whoever, and also those teachers are not there anymore. Like all those teachers are
at
gone.
OC left.
Yeah, no one is there
Yeah.
anymore. So
Who knows where they are? They're probably in Florida now. I feel like they.
Yeah, dude. I actually looked
they're
at
probably
a,
at Fern Creek. So
I was looking at when I was at.
I mean, probably.
This is
Paid more.
actually I just want all of us to think about this real quick. What are the odds that 3 of our good friends have younger siblings, at least 3 of mine, that are all in the same grade and they're about to be sophomores, or they are sophomores now? I just think it's crazy because I got fucking Charlie's little sister. I can't remember her name. Something older, and then fucking Davin.
Wait, Charlie has a little sister?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Okay,
What?
I'll be honest.
They
That
look weirdly
also
similar too.
that also fucking threw me for a loop. I was like,
What?
I've known Charlie
Well,
for
they're
Yeah.
sisters, half siblings, but yeah.
yeah, okay, his half sister.
half-siblings.
Okay, I knew that.
Okay,
I knew
yeah,
that.
yeah. Okay,
I thought you meant like full blood, not
Yeah.
I mean,
not like
it's
it's
still
that
his
much
little
less.
sister.
Yeah, no, it's not. I'm not saying it's that much less, but I always knew her like as a like in high school as like Charlie's half sister.
Yeah.
But damn, I didn't know they were all in the same grade. That is.
I mean, that's just
That's
crazy
odd.
because we're 24. They're all 11 years younger than us.
Yeah, 11 is
That-
crazy.
that we
Five,
have 3
Yeah.
people with siblings that are that young is
That's a
actually
big
kind
age
of crazy.
yeah, the 5-year gap between like your brother and then my brother, or like both of our brothers. That I was like, oh, that's kind of interesting, and also the fact that both their names are Will.
That's wild.
That
Well,
was
it's also
funny.
like half of the boys born in that year.
Oh, exactly. And then also, but to be fair, both of our dads' names are William, and then also their names they go by Bill at this point.
I think I've told the story. Both of our dads just went by Billy or Bill their entire life.
Yeah, Billy
They never
Funk.
called-
That is Billy. Yeah.
Dude, I literally was like in the car with my dad and Tanya, and I was saying something about like how some dude, I don't know, some person on like a call I was on or something was like something junior. I don't know, but I basically just said something. I was like, "How full of yourself do you have to be to name your own son after you?" My dad turns around and looks at me. And he's like, "I don't know. Why don't you tell me?"
Damn.
That's a ton of
Damn.
I literally
Fuck.
wasn't even thinking about
Yeah,
it.
just completely spaced.
Yeah. I'm literally thinking to myself, I'm like, I would never name my kid John.
I
But
think
like-
it might honestly be like I don't know what to name my son. Fuck it. He's gonna be me again. He's just
It was
a
his
second.
firstborn, though.
Well, was
Like they changed my name like a month before I was born, because my mom's brother died, and that's why my
Hmm.
middle name's Macker.
was your dad's dad wasn't Will, right? Or William? Was he?
No, my brother middle name is James because both of my grandparents are named James. My grandpa was Jim Doug. He was James Douglas Jr. And then my uncle is James Douglas Turner III.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, that's why, because on my mom's side, like family names are really like important to at least to her parents when they were still alive. So that's why they picked John, because there's Johns on both sides of my family. And then Macker, they like literally apparently my papa, when they found out they named me John Macker, dude like literally shit himself and was like just belated.
Oh, I'm fucking sure.
Because Macker is one of our
Generation.
oldest family names.
Yeah, and that
It's
is
like, it's real old.
That's a unique name. Too.
yeah. To be fair, I do like Macker. I mean, it is
I mean,
so.
I would have been John Wesley. Like John Macker is
Ooh.
10 times cooler than John
Ooh,
Wesley.
yeah, Wesley. John
I,
Wesley.
when my sister was pregnant with her last kid, she kept telling me that they were going to name him Tom, and they like a week earlier they decided to name him Tim instead. So that was a That was pretty
After your
crushing.
dad.
Yeah, yeah.
That's a shot.
It's yeah.
That was pretty crushing.
I mean, I
But
have thought. if I was
Margaret.
gonna ha-
Oh no, it's fine. Margaret named her kid. Her son's middle name is Walker. That's
Oh,
good.
hey,
I
there we
got that
go.
one.
Yeah,
Okay,
Yeah,
we
I got
take
that one.
those.
Yeah.
Absolutely, we
Yeah.
take those.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that is something that I've thought, and I wonder if you think this too, Jake. Because I mean, I'm still on the fence on if I even want a kid or not, and if I mean, I do. If I have a kid, I want at least one biological kid. Yeah, I know it's a little bit selfish considering overpopulation and all that, but like, it's also not so fucked.
It's not
off.
really that selfish. Yeah, I was gonna say. I don't think wanting to have your own biological. John, how selfish of you! Come
The
on.
birth rate also still
Yeah, you
goes
see how this-
down if you have less
Yeah.
than
Yeah,
3
it's
children. If you
yeah.
have 2.
Yeah, it's just
Concerned is
replacement,
population like
yeah.
decline, honestly.
Yeah, America's
you know,
about to be
people in the
Japan
States-
soon, probably. So
But
Just go adopt
Back to
one
what I
off
was
the
saying.
street.
I mean, I have heard that.
Off to the street. Just
Yeah,
grab
just
one.
grab one.
Just go snag one.
I have
those
thought
street
very
children?
hard. I thought
About
very
snatching a
hard
kid?
about my firstborn son, and I do think my firstborn is going to be named Will.
oh,
Yeah, that's a good one.
damn,
Yeah.
that's
But
yeah,
you're
that's
not
great.
Will, though. You know?
But my
Well, he-
dad and my brother are.
Yeah, he doesn't have
Yeah,
to
I
be
know, I know.
Will. Yeah,
And then I'll call him Little Will whenever I'm with them.
yeah, and do you think your brother and Cameron are ever gonna have a kid?
They have been because I mean I've told them several times. I was like, I want you guys because they've been on the fence. They didn't want any kids. Then they said they were going to adopt. And Cameron said, you know, I do actually kind of want a kid of my own. And then they kind of been going back and forth between adopting and having a kid. And I was like, look, guys, I think you guys should have at least one kid because that kid would be gorgeous. Just a
Yeah,
beauty.
that's true. Yeah,
It's like you're gonna have a beautiful child, and they're gonna be smart because both of them are smart. It's like there's no reason really not to, especially if you only have one, and then just like adopt like an Asian kid.
and then just go. Oh,
Well,
I'll take one
anyways, but-
Asian, please.
I
One
only said
Asian.
Asian, only said Asian because my neighbor has like
Oh, they got
Two?
a couple Asians.
Yeah, and
Asian-
those were the
Asian
kids who
ladies-
I
spotted the
think they're
trap house.
Filipino.
Yeah,
Those are the kids
you
who were
gotta
like,
one up
"That's the trap house, right there."
yeah.
That's the
Asian
intelligence.
babies are pretty cute too.
Oh yeah,
Asian babies are.
I throw
Well,
them
they're
out
in, like,
after
I
4
mean, well,
though.
there's the
They just go in the
most amount.
dumpster.
You go to try to adopt a kid, you're 9 times out of 10 they're gonna be like, oh, look at this one because of the way that China is. It's not. I mean, it's mostly China for being honest, but like, I mean, the one child shit, you know, the abortion rates went through the roof.
I've been seeing that
Women
they've been
get
trying to
born
get
a
their
lot
birth
less.
rate up.
Well, they have been because they were
Yeah.
like, we fucked up, guys, because they made the one child rule. China, all Asian cultures are just like very much not individualistic. Like it's all about the family or where you are, like where you're
Mhm.
from. So literally, like they're all like, I want a son to carry on my name. That's why like, Chinese women, dude, like they find out they're having a girl, and that kid gets aborted like 8 times out of 10. It's kind of fucked up, but like that's just how it is. Like I mean, China's the one that did it, and it's their culture. It all just kind of compounded, and that's not real stats. So don't fact check me on that, but it is a true thing.
Don't look that up.
10
look it
out
up.
of nowhere, but 8 out of 10 was out of my ass. But that it
Okay.
is a thing that happens. Like,
Okay, I am gonna stop us because we need to start the podcast. We need to officially
Oh,
start.
wait. I thought we had started.
No,
Yeah, I
no,
thought we'd start.
no, we hadn't started. We had,
I don't know
We're
a lot
waiting for
about
Bean
child market.
I asked if we were waiting for Bean. I thought you said we were going to start.
Oh,
I'm sorry, guys. I
I
was
thought we were gone.
Oh, no, it's not
I
your
was-
fault. Bean.
no,
well, no,
I,
I was looking in the
we've been
THC
recording. I think we were
podcast.
just kind of.
We were just
figuring out,
riffing.
like,
We were
when
just
we're gonna
riffing.
edit it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
and we can edit that in. Not saying that can't be in, but you know, that's also more work for me. So, anyways, okay. Well, here we go. We'll start. I'll do the countdown, and then we can just kind of get into it from there. All right, everybody ready?
No.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
All right. And in 5, 4, Michael's cleaning his. Okay. 3, 2. Welcome to the Talking Heads Club podcast. This is episode 30. You're joined by our special guests, Michael Drury, Tyler Forrest, Ben Anderson, Tom Grogan, John Turner, and the Sithari.
You like rub something over the microphone, Boris. Like, give us some.
Yeah, I want some
mouth
crinkles.
noises.
Give me some crinkles.
Yeah.
You got any bubble wrap?
Yeah, could you
Is
eat
that
some
a Blue
macaroni
Yeti?
and cheese?
It is the Blue Yeti. We got to make the Piglets Big Game video
So,
10
what
years
were you
ago.
using that wasn't the Blue Yeti? And
Last
why were you
week-
not using the Blue Yeti?
Last week I was using this headset because I was like, the audio can't be that bad. Well, because I hear I hear John's audio and I go, that's not bad. It is far
Steel
worse.
Series is known for their headsets, though.
I mean, it was dog shit. That audio was bad last week. So apologies, listeners, but that's why I kind of had to start with the NPR opening because I thought it was appropriate. We have better audio quality. Michael's got a microphone that.
I give a mic.
Yeah, look at that. That's crazy. And the
Is that did your work get it for you, or did you shell out the money?
Oh, the work bought this for me,
hell yeah.
and I'm not supposed to take it home. They said or the IT guy was like, that's not for personal use, Mike. I said, sorry.
If work gives you
What's his email
anything,
address?
Give a fuck, dude. All he had to do was tell you. So what do you do off that point? Not on him. Like, I mean, I do that shit all the time. I'm literally like giving someone something. I'm like, nah, like this is for like we have like no joke, like gaming monitors for our like graphic design people.
oh, okay, that makes
And
sense.
I was setting one up, and because for some reason they decided to make them. They bought 165 hertz ones, and I was like, oh well, I don't know, they don't need all this, but like I'm setting it up.
Could I
And I'm
have
like literally setting it up, and I'm like, look, this monitor is more expensive than your computer, so because it's not just like a small one, like it's big, like it's like big enough to where you can have two like two monitors on one. You know what I'm saying?
Oh shit. Okay,
Yeah,
so it's like a
her big
dual
monitor,
kind of
so I was
yeah.
thinking, it's like a $2,000 monitor. I was like, look, like this monitor's more expensive than your computer. I don't know why they decided to give you 165 hertz gaming monitor, but
Like
It's necessary, John.
what? Yeah, what?
Now.
What do designers need, or what do that
so
would be?
they all. So Cameron is one of them. So they all use Apple and like MacBooks. So
Right.
it's honestly incredibly annoying, even though like I don't mind because she's my sister. But like when Cameron she'll reach out and she'll be like, "Oh, something's going wrong," and I'm like, "Oh, goddamn!" Just because I'm so foreign to Mac and like Mac OS
Yeah.
and Unix in general that like when something goes wrong, I'm just like I have no idea what to do. I literally my first thing is like, let's restart the computer. Let's
Classic.
Wait,
let's.
does she just not go through like the IT system at your work then? Does she
No,
just like
she
go straight to
anytime
you?
she has a problem, she just literally texts me. She's like, "Oh, my password expired." And I'm like, "God damn it!"
That's- yeah.
Expires. We have this software that allows us to remote into computers. So when your password expires at our company, you can still log in, but you won't be able to get into your email or anything that's like located on servers because your password is cached on your computer, but it won't sync and update with our server until you're on our network. And she can't get on the VPN because the password isn't correct. So like I literally have to remote in there using this like third party like website. I have to like get her to go to this Screen Connect website, give her this code, get in there, connect to the VPN as me, hard reset her password. I can't just reset. I have to hard reset it to whatever she wants it to be. Log out as me in the VPN, log in as her in the VPN, and then do all of this other shit. And it makes it like 5 times harder just because it's on a Mac.
So what's her new password?
Yeah.
I'm not allowed to disclose that information, but even if I did, I mean, it's just
Drop that
her password is. I'm not even joking. I literally like text her. I was like, I am impressed that you have like. I was like, that is the most secure. It's a random 12-character string.
Oh wow.
It's just completely
Okay.
random. And I was like, I am like honestly a little impressed that you take your password security this serious because I don't.
That's like the best thing you could do, right? Is just have a bunch of random ass numbers and like
It's
letters.
uncrackable.
Yeah.
Well,
okay.
you can do. the suggest a strong password with like Google Chrome. If you have a keychain, you can just like right click on the password box and you're making a new one, and it does suggest a strong password.
Yeah,
It
I
does,
never
like,
do that. I
I
don't
love-
trust
Yeah,
that.
but the issue
I don't
with
let the
that, and
robots
it's the
take
same
over my
thing with
life.
iCloud, like iCloud keychain, like all of that, is that people do this, and they're like, oh, like it's gonna be safe, but then the password. If you get the password, the main password, you have access to everything, and like it's
right.
That was probably one of my
Yeah.
like. Well, that's that's the password.
But that's the one that I
Yeah.
guard the most
How long can you guard it?
Not very long.
until the castle walls fall.
I've been guarding mine or variations of it for years.
I think everyone does
here
variations
soon,
of it.
it's
You
just gonna
switched
be
up recently.
impossible to hack people here soon. I mean,
Yeah,
it doesn't
quantum
matter.
computing and shit.
Yeah, the second quantum, I mean, first of all, internet, that is actually a problem though, is that when quantum computers come out, they're gonna the handshake method, the private and security key encryption that the entire internet is based on, is actually like it's based on an algorithm that uses logarithms. That is, and because these keys only exist for brief periods of time, it takes like, even if you brute forced it, it would take like, I think like a year or two on a high-powered computer to crack these keys. The problem is the quantum computing, they'll be able to do it like pretty damn fast. So like the entire internet cryptography is actually about to change. And actually, while I was in my cryptography class at NKU with Chris Christensen, funny name, his buddy at UC is actually in the top 6 of algorithms that are being looked at by the NSA and CIA that's going to replace it.
Wow.
Using
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, and it's using a 3-dimensional graph that creates polygrams, or what's a four-sided shape? Polygon.
Polygon.
Uses
Yeah.
polygons on a 3-dimensional plane, and somehow using equations with these polygons, it's creating some type of cipher. I don't know. It didn't make any sense to me.
that's
It didn't make any sense to
complex.
me.
Yeah. So my question is, quantum computing obviously is happening, right? Like they've already had
Yeah.
quantum computers, but like when I am assuming within our lifetimes, but like will
They
it be
already
like
exist.
next 10 years? I'm saying next 10 years. Could it be possible in like 10 years from now, 2033? We
What do you mean?
have
'Cause they already exist.
Well,
What do you
no,
mean?
no, I'm
Do you mean,
saying,
like,
could
quantum
we have a
computers being
desktop?
replacing the
a
personal
desktop,
computer?
yeah, like quantum
consumer
computer.
level?
Yes,
Oh,
consumer
yeah.
level quantum computer.
Oh.
Or not even consumer,
No.
but like high end, like, ooh, I get all the new tech shit. Like people who would buy the new Apple VR set that's coming out. Like, could they in 10 years
doggies.
buy quantum computing or quantum computer?
I think it depends on how the security evolves, because they're not just going to start selling these, like probably 10 to 15 times as fast of processors when the processors are already running at damn near light speed. They're not going to just give those out to people that are tech savvy, because they could fuck shit up like
Yeah.
severely. So like it's probably going to depend on when the security is like solved, because as
Okay.
of right now it's causing a lot of concerns, because these computers like that they already exist. There's like at the time that I remember, there was like 3 or 4 of them that like, and that's why they know that like these are going to be problems, because it's the first thing they did. They were like, well, what can we crack that we couldn't crack before with this? And they were like, oh, quite a bit. And
Yeah,
they're
you
like,
told me about this, or you gave me like an example, I think, a while ago, John, of like this thing that I don't know. It was like a problem, some problem that had to solve that would take a regular computer like years, like almost like 100 years to solve.
it was
And
the
like,
public and private key. That's what it was.
is that what it was? Okay, and like
Yeah,
the
so-
quantum computer solved it like.
Yeah,
like
like
that.
very fast. Like so like public and private key encryption actually came about in World War II, and what it was is basically you'd have one person, and this public key is actually common knowledge, it's shared by everyone. But this public key encrypts things in a certain way using an algorithm. So this person, let's say like person A is trying to talk to someone in Europe, person B. They send a message that is encrypted with the private key, and then they send in a secure tunnel a private key. Now this private key is only shared by these 2 individuals, and they use that private key to decrypt the public, and that's how the internet works. Like,
Right.
honestly, I wouldn't quote me on that because I'm not that. I can't really remember, but that's the general gist. It's the general gist. Yeah, I have not. No, that was like 3 years ago. Or more. But like that's the general gist. So like, these people are able to communicate over across like large areas with very, there's no way anyone's gonna be able to crack that because it's based off of a problem that's unsolvable using regular methods. But yeah, that's basically it. So like,
Okay.
So, but the internet with quantum computing is just not safe at all.
Right. Yeah. Would it be safe if everyone had a quantum computer?
No.
Okay.
Because again, until the security problem is solved,
you have to. Okay. Gotcha. Okay. Because there's no. Okay. I see. I see.
Yeah. I mean, there are some of the encryption methods actually use some quantum things, like where, like the key like changes every other time. I don't know. Like some of them were wild. Like the other 5 that he told us
about like what is it? It's 0-point encryption. Is that going to be like a solution?
Are you talking about like 0-point float?
I don't know what it is.
Tyler,
that sounds familiar, Tyler. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like I don't know what it really is, but I know it's supposed to be. I would think that was like. It's some like encryption method, like groundbreaking encryption method that was supposed to be coming out soon that I would think would be like the solution to that, where it's basically like I actually have no idea what it is. I was hoping we would.
So I should quote you on that, Tyler. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. I have no idea what it is.
You and Tyler talked to me about this a while ago. Like Tyler, at first I thought it was the stuff you should know, but but that doesn't sound right. I think Tyler, you were telling me about how it was like essentially there's like literally no weaknesses to it.
Yeah.
Like there's like no point of entry for.
It looks like Michael is researching it.
0-point encryption, and I did not get anything. I have zero knowledge proof.
I think it's context of zero knowledge encryption. This means that the data is encrypted before a user ever communicates with the service provider, making it effectively impossible for the service provider to decrypt the data without knowledge of the encryption key, even if they're hosting it.
So is that more just service provider encryption? So your service provider can't look into your shit? Yeah.
VPN type stuff.
Yeah.
But I mean, that would still if the ISP can't encrypt it, then there's no way no one else. Actually, that's not true because, like I've said before, I've said this several times. I'll say it again. The people that work at Valve, a multi-billion-dollar company with like 70 employees, you take the worst of the worst at Valve, and they are on par with the best of the best at Microsoft. It's not even close. Like, Microsoft employees are dumbasses. They don't know what the fuck's going on half the time, and they just pile. They're literally as bad as like Activision developers. They literally just code Kyle on top of broken code. And it's just causing this huge. I can't think of the term, but like basically like code deficit where like it just keeps getting worse and worse. They're putting hot fixes in that they don't even know why it's fixing it. And they're like, oh yeah, here's Windows 11. It's only 100 gigabytes.
Is Windows 11 actually 100 gigabytes?
Dude, Windows, if you have 100 gigabyte hard drive and you have Windows 10, you essentially have 25 gigabytes on that.
I did not realize that.
That is wow. It is zero knowledge proof, so, and it is a method by which one party, the prover, can prove to another party, the verifier, that a given statement is true while avoiding or conveying to the verifier any information beyond the mere fact of the statement's truth. So you don't give them anything other than the password. So it does that all without giving out anything other than just like the password, I think.
So you're giving them the key, but you're not telling them any way about how it's encrypted?
Yeah, it's like you're just sending it in the secure tunnel, but you're not giving them any information.
Yeah, contextless key. Yeah.
I mean,
I guess it could work for like credit card stuff, you know.
Sounds pretty ridiculous,
like
actually.
Payment, because it's just like, okay, this was the right credit card information.
You guys know what AESs are, right?
No, I have no clue. AES?
Yeah.
EOS? I don't know.
I don't
have
know
no clue.
anything about it.
It's the advanced encryption standard. So it was made because of how computers were being made, and it basically like AES is where the original idea of the blockchain actually came from.
Oh, okay.
So it uses like a blockchain, but essentially, I'm not going to get too into it because I don't want to feed misinformation. I'm not that well versed anymore. But like, it used to be 128 bits, and then they had to re-up it to 256 because they're like, that's just not enough anymore. If you have a 256 bit encrypted AES and you throw away the key, it would take 200 years for a regular computer to crack it.
Only?
Yeah. But that's what Elliot and Alderson uses in Mr. Robot when he hacks E-Corp.
Whoa, spoilers,
That's,
bro. Spoilers for a show that's been out for like 7 years at this point. Like
And
it ended.
the first season. It's
Yeah,
a
the first season too.
show.
Yeah.
Does this just mean that it's like the future of like cyber warfare is just going to be like a game of like decades? It's just going to be like
No, yeah.
we hit run on our, or we just start some people up on hacking some shit with the expectation that like that job is they're not gonna finish that job. They're just gonna like, it's gonna be like the next, like the second or third person with their position that finishes it up for them.
Here's
You
what's
start
gonna happen,
hacking a website for like your kid's college fund, but you just you've got like 20 years to let it hack it.
They'll get there
Or it's like
eventually.
one of those babies. Those like what were those commercials for where you'd put like a penny a day away?
Oh, yeah.
Like
Gerber's Life Grow Plan.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's
The hacker's
age
life.
Gerber's life.
Yeah.
But what were you saying, John? I'm sorry.
Oh, I was saying that's just not how it's gonna happen because like
Wrong.
I mean we all understand at this point, that information is the most powerful tool that any military could possibly have. And when they look at that and they're like, oh, it's gonna take 200 years to get that, there's just no way. They're gonna be like, we would be better off sending in someone to like literally just put in like some malware and then connect to it through like a back end.
That's kind of dope. We'll just go back to the
John?
barbaric.
That's what I was thinking. It's just going back to all in person. It's just a fleet of
No. I mean, it does seem like warfare these days. I mean, like, I don't know what comedian it was, but I've quoted it a few times. But it's literally like some comedian was talking about how he's like the militia, like it was talking about the right to bear arms. He was like, it was cool at first, but he's like, at this point, like, what's the point? Because like it'd be to raise a militia that's like separate of the army. It's like you grab 20 rednecks and give them as many guns as they want, and they'll be like, oh, I'm ready to fuck some shit up. And he's like, and all it would take is one person in the military in a bunker with an iPad to kill all of them.
Yeah. Now I do want to refute the point, John, that the strongest asset the military has is information, because there's something stronger. Love.
Drones with grenades.
No, love.
Love.
And I learned that from the best movie ever.
Nuclear warheads.
So, okay, well, that's second. That's a strong second. I was going to say that, but now I was like, well, again, you can go back to, well, if they had the information to like decrypt the codes of the nuclear warheads, then they could just like fuck shit up even worse, or just completely disable it, just whatever. But yeah, I learned from
that is part of the reason. Sorry, that is actually part of the reason why they never updated it from the code, from it being like literally just paper, like hole punch code.
Yeah, fucking film.
They were like,
film computers. Yeah. Let me hack the film that's in the bunker with the nukes. Yeah, let me go do that real quick.
It's unhackable, guys.
Train termites.
now, hey, the nano machines. You never know, but what's the update, John? You got an update on nano machines? What's the nano machine update look like?
I am an nano machine.
Got
That's
no
what they call me a bit.
clue, dude.
Okay.
I'm more into security than I am random technology.
What? No, you know about.
I mean, the
all.
last thing I heard is that like they did make some successful nanobots that were supposed to go in people's bloodstreams with sickle cell anemia.
Oh.
But
And there we go.
In a
So
good
that's
way.
our nanobite update.
It was their plan was to have them go in there and
Michael's
like,
looking it up.
attach on to the like essentially fix the sickle cells. But
Hmm.
I was like, when I was reading, I was like,
Unsickle the cells.
Unsickle.
I was like, this seems a little bit impossible. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, no, that.
These tiny ultrasound-powered robot-like structures.
We're
That's
gonna
a-
go
that's a
repair
statement right there.
That is
cells
a
to
hell of a
disc-shaped
statement.
red cells.
Can swim through the blood and remove harmful substances from it. So, is there like a Do you think you could sober up with nanobots? Like it's
Okay,
like
now you're talking, Mike, because this is literally a Star Trek thing. Okay, they have a thing called synthahol in Star Trek, which it still gives the same alcoholic effects, as alcohol. But then if like let's say in Star Trek your ship gets hit and you're like, oh shit, immediately your adrenaline kicks in and you sober up, and it's like that is cool. That's awesome. But
you could have like a little drink that like a little 5-hour energy, except for it's like a end of the night. I don't know.
Yeah.
Like it's like the
End of the night nanobite shot.
home.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
I like that. Hey, start working on that.
You're going to Lexington tomorrow, right?
Yep.
Okay.
About what time is your house going to be empty?
That's not what it was.
Never.
Charlie wants to play 9 after work tomorrow. I was just wondering if Osher would come.
Oh, man.
You doing what?
I'd
He wants
play
to
9.
play 9 holes.
When?
Tomorrow, you dummy.
I understand tomorrow. I'm asking what time of the day.
Oh, I mean, after I get off work, obviously. You're going to be at work and gone.
Well, yeah. I
All right.
You're doing right.
How
Those plans are worked out.
how hot is it in your guys'? Because I know some of us are closer. Obviously, it's like 90. So it was like 95, 96 today in Louisville.
Not hot enough.
Okay, well,
Not,
What is wrong with this man?
that's. I hope it does not get hotter. I mean, it is actually going to get
It's
hotter.
A little hotter.
It's going to be 99 on Thursday.
oh baby.
It's supposed to be 102 on Friday here, 99 on Wednesday,
In 103 someday
Thursday.
here.
102 or 101. Yeah,
That's so
it's
gross.
gonna be rough. I'm working in
Yeah.
the shop this week too, so I'll be
Oh
like,
my
on the
God.
heat. There's no AC up there, man. It's bad.
Jesus. Oh my
It's
So we got a
God.
little bit of
There you
AC
go.
up in the top, like in the office. But if I'm out on the floor, then yeah, it's hot.
Sounds like
I
ass.
asked one of the workers if they had like a specific temperature of the interior that like they had to stop working, and he was like, "Look, I don't think there's a level because like last year or something, they have like a thermometer inside, and it was reading like 114 or 115."
That sounds illegal.
Yeah,
I'm saying
Like,
that,
like,
OSHA
Well,
has to
bro.
say something against that, right? Like,
I
there's
was
got to be
gonna
some
say,
OSHA violations going on then.
You have popsicles
When I
in the
was in-
freezer.
A shot.
That's what I said to do this weekend. He's like, "Get these popsicles."
Oh my God. Yeah, Mike, I don't know. The more I hear about your job, the more I'm like, I think they're violating certain things. Like,
No, I'm pretty. Even I was at Chipotle. They were like, if it goes over 95, then like
oh my
we
god.
we can call OSHA. We can technically call OSHA and tell them like, hey, they're.
Is this like if the
Yeah.
teacher doesn't show up for the first 15 minutes, we can leave class?
no,
Or?
OSHA
Is
is
this
a little
real?
bit stricter. OSHA is a little bit stricter than arbitrary rules are just made up. Yeah. Michael, I don't know. I think I think you might be working for some slave labor organization, just a little bit.
call OSHA on them.
But Tom, how hot is it where you are?
It's a cool 73 degrees right now.
Shut the fuck up.
Yep, 73. The high today was 81. And
What
it's,
the fuck?
Yeah. And it's the humidity is 30%.
I'm
We're
pissed.
feeling
And y'all
pretty
have
good.
no bass. Doesn't make any sense.
No bass, but damn, it feels good.
I think it does make
Not
sense,
a
Jake. I
bass
think it does
inside.
make sense why they don't have bass there.
Well, they can't.
Damn,
They,
That's a nice
you know,
trout, though.
bass like to be in water. There's
yeah,
not a lot.
not a lot of that there. Just go up on the dormant volcano. You might find some there.
Yeah.
Actually,
We got trout. We got trout. Nice
okay.
fly fishing streams, but yeah, that's about it.
And
Yeah, I'll
elk.
save that for the chumps.
I actually had something. It took me a second to think of what it was, and I had to look it up. But when we were talking about Star Trek and drinking or whatever nanobots,
Synthahol. Yep.
so there is this shit at Oktoberfest. I think I might have said some before, but and my dad and Nathan and Tanya all refused to admit that they all took it, even though I remember hearing them say, like, "Oh yeah, your dad took it." It's literally like, and like no joke. Let me look at what it's called.
Yeah, the cocaine shit.
It's called
Yes.
cocaine.
Yes. Yes.
It's called shit. I had just had the translation pulled up and I scrolled up and missed it.
Yeah, I
Wiesen Cox.
Yeah,
which is Oktoberfest cocaine.
yes. Yeah.
It's literally basically fucking
looks
cocaine.
Indistinguishable from
It looks
cocaine.
indistinguishable, yeah. And like
And-
literally, I literally told my dad about it. I was like, "What was that white powder you guys were talking about?" They're like, "What are you talking about?" They acted like it didn't even exist, and I was like, "You
They
guys
tried-
told me you all took it." like, what are you talking about?
They
No,
actually
there
passed
I
on
is-
this
never heard
story.
of it until they told me about it. Like,
There was a video I saw on Took Too Much on Reddit. Art Took Too Much. Great
Ooh.
subreddit. The only one I really sometimes
Very-
frequent.
good. It is pretty funny though.
It is pretty funny. Sad
sad
at times. Yeah, where it's like a man's leg is rotting away. And I'm like, I don't want to see that. Yeah, he took too much,
my
but that's not
God.
fun. But the best one, I think, still to this day, was the Oktoberfest one. Because it is a compilation of people in Oktoberfest in Germany. And yeah, there's one where I think we might have talked about on the podcast before, where this dude is my favorite video clip from it is this dude is fucking pissing just like on the floor, and then
And, like,
this
There's
woman,
people all around him.
yeah, all around him, and then this woman is bringing beer by, and then just slips in the piss, and it's like, oh my fucking god, oh shit, and I think somebody else might have slipped afterwards too, which is why it was doubly funny. But
I think he might have slipped. I thought
throughout,
he slipped.
oh, maybe he did slip, but then I think two
That
people slipped.
seems
I think
like
he's
perfect.
whatever. Nonetheless, if I find it, I'll throw it in there, in the podcast. But then there's also a ton of clips of people doing that, and I was like, bro, is cocaine
never
just
seen that.
huge in Oktoberfest? And then I found out that wasn't cocaine. I forget exactly what it is. It's like menthol or like mint or something, and like caffeine, some
it's an
caffeinated thing.
upper.
Yeah.
It's just an upper. I don't know what it is.
It's supposed to help you sober up. It's not like a actual like drug. Like it's not like a crazy like.
Yeah, it's
But
perfectly
a
legal.
caffeine is a
Yeah,
drug.
but the thing is though,
Especially in
in
powder
recent
form?
years, yeah, it's kind of powdery, yeah.
Yeah,
But
it's white. It's indistinguishable from cocaine.
yeah, in recent years, they've started trying to crack down on it because it became a thing. I think like it wasn't always like that, but in the past 20 years, it became a thing. And then now, obviously, people are bringing in cocaine and just doing cocaine, like at Oktoberfest, because it's like, well, if we can do this, why not do a few bumps or whatever? And then they're trying to crack down and be like, okay, guys, calm down. But it's like, dude, you already let it be normalized. It's too late. So it's still like allowed, but I think, yeah, like it is far more prevalent to also find cocaine around Oktoberfest as well.
Yeah, well,
but-
I'm not doing any of the Oktoberfest cocaine in Memphis. I'll tell you that much.
I
That's
would
clear,
absolutely do the Oktoberfest cocaine in Memphis or in Germany or anywhere that Oktoberfest was going on. I do want to go to Germany for Oktoberfest at least once in my life just to see it. It seems insane, like fucking crazy. But I guess that's, it's coming up. Is Oktoberfest just all of October? Or is it like a certain week? I don't really know how that shit
I
works.
don't even know if it's in October. For some reason, I feel like I remember it being like in September as well.
I mean, I know
I'm
they start
pretty sure
selling
it's
the
not in October.
I know they sell the Oktoberfest like drinks and shit in September for sure. I mean, they start selling it now. It's kind of like pumpkin spice. They start selling that shit in like late August.
16th through October 3rd. Oh, it must be like a get ready for October.
Oh, that would make sense. Yeah, it's like, October's almost here. Okay. All right. That makes more sense.
Yep. October is a good reason to celebrate.
It absolutely is. I love October.
I love October.
Who doesn't? Honestly, there probably are people, but like,
who said me?
I don't know why the Oktoberfest in like Cincinnati and just like all America just feel like a fucking like state fair. Even
because it's America. Yeah, I think that's why. It's like I think it used to probably feel like more because like before, like the German culture was like crushed in America. I think like before then it was like it's the actual Oktoberfest, but like since like I don't know like the 30s or 40s it was like no. You're just kind of getting. There was like a huge like nationalization movement that basically like a bunch of towns that were named like German names renamed because it was after World War I think.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah. Oh right, yeah. For me, I'm just like, well, yeah, fucking course. Yeah, the Germans they fuck around. Come on, when is it gonna happen next? That's what I'm waiting.
It was after two, right?
It was I think it was after the first one that they did the huge nationalization movie. Either that or like the build up before World War II. One of the two. But Germany's always fucking around. They're gonna do it again. I got my eye on you, Germany. All right, I'm from you.
Like everyone's talking about Putin and Russia, and I'm like, nah, man.
Look at
Germany's
Merkel.
Gonna be the reason World War III happened.
Her name's Merkel. She's got Merc in her name. Come on, okay.
I don't think Merkel's whatever anymore. I thought she stepped down.
Yeah, it's Hitler now. It's Hitler 2.
It's Hitler. Yeah, he's back. He's back and better than ever.
Yeah. He went, the painting career didn't work out again. So here we go.
It's just Trump with dyed black hair and a mustache.
Oh my God. Yes. Please. Please. Oh, fuck. Please let that be. I mean, I already know some like lib has photoshopped that, so we can find that. That'll be the thumbnail. Speaking of that man, guys, I think we're finally getting a mugshot of that man. I know last time I said he was indicted. I think we're getting a mugshot finally, and I am
new shirt incoming.
A new shirt from every fucking person on the goddamn planet. Like that is. There and I think I've said this before, but there will be a before there was a Donald Trump mugshot and after there was a Donald Trump mugshot, and that we're living in the right before then. So I'm getting hyped. I mean, legitimately, you will
4 times now.
Yeah, like it's kind of like knowing COVID was going to happen before COVID. This is the same, where it's like, yeah, no,
he doesn't have a single mugshot though. Like he'd never been arrested.
No, and he's been indicted 4 times now, but the first 3 times it was all federal. So like, they were like, we're not going to take a mugshot of him.
You're telling me he didn't have a DUI? Like,
well, if he's rich. He's rich. DUI. What do you mean? He's rich.
He screams DUI. Oh no! Oh, these are all just faked mugshots.
Really?
This morning.
No way. Now Tim Allen's mugshot. That's real. And that's a good one. You guys seen that, right? Tim Allen's mugshot from like the 70s.
Yeah.
When he got arrested for like tons of cocaine and then ratted out like all the people he bought it from.
Jake, I'm honestly so upset that you mentioned R took too much because I can't stop now.
Are you looking at R2 to get off of it? Get off of it. That's you gotta wait to go to sleep and then you gotta scroll for 3 hours doing that. I actually did delete Reddit recently because all the fucking apps on every app, it's not just Reddit, just gives you dog shit recommendations, and it's like I don't need this.
The same thing. I did the same exact thing because it was like an ad every other like post, and also like it would give you recommendations that were like I don't know how you think I would.
Yeah, you go to one subreddit one time, and it's like, oh, you want to sub to this, and you're like, no.
Oh yes,
dude, like, oh, you sure you don't want to?
Are you sure?
Are you sure? Every time you get on, are you sure?
Yeah. Even if you go, no, I don't want to see this anymore. They keep showing it to you.
It's like you spend a second looking at a post from something that's like it's suggested, and it's like, oh, you love that shit, didn't you?
That's the TikTok effect. They all learned from TikTok.
Of that.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah.
They
also deleted.
Oh, sorry, Mike. Keep going.
Instagram, Twitter, deleted them all.
X.
Except for YouTube. I've got
Delete
YouTube.
X.
I've got Facebook for Facebook Marketplace. Still have Snapchat because you gotta keep up.
I also want to delete Facebook, but they have Marketplace. I thought about that recently. I'm like, damn, they killed Craigslist. They fucking killed Craigslist. Who has
annihilated Craigslist?
Yeah.
They shot Craigslist in the back of the head while they were on the knees begging for their teammate to come out. That's fascinating.
Let's just let that one sit for a second. Let's just let that one sit. Everyone process that.
eBay Motors.
Yeah, no, I mean all the fucking webs, all the social media just sucks ass now. Like because of TikTok, literally.
Yeah, YouTube sucks now.
Except Threads. We love Threads, guys. Does anybody even get on Threads? Did anyone make a Threads account? Does anyone know what Threads is?
No.
Yeah.
I didn't know what it was until like literally a few days ago.
Yeah, it's Instagram's Twitter alternative. That is literally just corporate brands. Just like it's as if every single tweet you saw was like a different Wendy's tweet. So like Wendy's from like 2015 when they're trying to be like cool and whatever and relatable. It's like those are all the brands now, and it's like, oh, this is just terrible. So
is there a way to like turn off YouTube Shorts? Because I want to still have access to YouTube.
If you have
YouTube Shorts, be getting me sometimes.
If you have an Android, there's this thing called YouTube Vanced. It's actually YouTube Revanced because the old one shut down. But you have to download like some APKs and whatnot. But it gives you YouTube Premium for free, and then it also gets rid. You can like patch in certain things, and you can be like, I don't want shorts, get rid of that. And then it also, my favorite part of it, honestly, is that it will. If somebody's watched, I think it's if somebody's watched it, either that or like it's AI or something knows, where it's like, oh, there's an ad read here. Do you want to skip it? And it'll pop up like a little skip button, and you can just skip past the ad read. And it's very nice. So YouTube Revanced, check it out if you have an Android. Apple, I don't think it works on there. So
that's disappointing.
Android gang, nice. Woo! But I think YouTube's also about to make it where ad block doesn't work anymore. And you can like watch like 3 videos with ad block on, and then after that you have to turn it off. And I'm like, they're gonna have to find a workaround, right?
I just have YouTube Red because Mason has it, and
yeah, that's
a family one.
I mean, yeah, if you know somebody, yeah, if you have a family one, and then it's like, yeah, you can just share that. I mean, makes sense. But I was gonna, I legitimately was about this close to just paying for premium because I was like, it's like what, $10-11 a month, and then they raised it like $2, and I went, that was my breaking point, and now I don't. Now I'm not going to pay for it. So you lost me, YouTube. Sorry.
Who's premium? Oh.
But you know, I don't know. I feel like just like the internet and just social media in general over the past like 3 years has just kind of like gone way down in enjoyability. No, that is honestly, I have read so much more recently because I've just deleted or just done other shit, like actual valuable shit in my life.
I think we've also just gotten older. That may also be part of it.
Yes, yeah, but
millennials are pretty into it.
I think it's both. I think it's we got older, but then also the apps have gotten shittier. Twitter's taking away the blocking feature. Like you just can't block people now. So if somebody is in which, to be fair, I know why, because I had, when I still used Twitter on Chrome, I would get on every now and then because I had this thing that this like extension that everyone who paid for Twitter Blue and had like the little check mark, it automatically blocked them. so I would get on and it would just go of just all these people getting blocked, and I was like, oh shit, okay. But it was awesome because it made my feed 10 times better. But then now they're like, yeah, no, we don't like that. But it's like, okay, I get that side of it.
Now
but then at the same time,
at
let's say somebody's like sending you death threats and harassing you. Well, you can mute them. It's like, well, okay, they're still going to show, like, they're still there. So, yeah, I don't know. It just seems like at this point they're doing like a controlled demolition of that website. But it's okay. I'm already off of there and my life's all the better for it. So, you know what? I can't complain. But yeah, so Blue Sky, also dog shit. They're all dog shit. They're all shitty. You guys seen any movies lately? You guys seen any movies? New movies?
Dude, I actually just recently watched, I don't know if I said it on the last podcast or not, but Coming to America.
No, you did not. And how is that, John?
I've seen it on Netflix so many times, and I was like, dude, I'm not gonna watch Coming to America. And this time I was like, I'm gonna watch Coming to America. It was actually, it was pretty good.
It's pretty good. Okay.
What is it?
Yeah, it was pretty good.
Yeah. What is synopsis?
It's a
When did it
highly
come out?
rated movie. It's literally about like like Eddie Murphy is basically a prince in a country that's in Africa, and it's obscenely wealthy.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
And he comes to New York because he wants, like, he basically gets arranged. He gets into an arranged marriage, and he's like, I don't want to just marry someone. He talks to the woman. He's like, this woman. He literally tells her to bark like a dog, and she does. He's like, I want a woman that's gonna think for herself and all this. Comes to America and finds a woman, and then he goes to work at McDonald's. not McDonald's, McDonald's, or Mick something.
Let's just go McRonald's. I like that. That's a good name, McRonald's. Okay.
So he's working there, and then he meets this girl who's the owner's daughter, and the owner is like, McDonald's and we don't really get along because McDonald's and I'm McDonald's, and they called them the Golden Arches. I call it the Golden Ox. His like logo. I don't know. It was kind of funny, but that's why I said that. So basically, he goes in. He's talking to the owner's daughter. And she is currently like in a relationship with this perfume, like something. Like basically just has a perfume empire.
Oh, okay.
He's the face of this perfume company that his dad owns, and then she ends up not really liking the guy. And ends up getting a relationship with, Mr. Prince. And Mr. Prince's dad comes over, and Mr. Prince is like, he only came over here to soil his royal oats, which is what he said about it. And,
I've been trying
because Eddie Murphy and his dad were getting in a disagreement. He wanted to come to New York to find a woman. His dad was like, you can only do it, if you're going to soil your royal oats before you get married. And then they end up getting married. That's basically
Well, spoilers, bro.
a bunch of the movie, but
well, I don't think the plot is what people are going to watch Coming to America for. I mean, it's classic Eddie Murphy joint, right? I mean, just like The Night Professor.
Classic Eddie Murphy. Yeah.
You guys like
Eddie Murphy?
Prehistoric Planet? On Apple TV?
Oh, that's like the Jon Favreau CGI dinosaurs. Yeah, have you seen that, Mike? Is that good?
Yeah, I've been watching. I watched it a little bit with dinner today. Yeah, it's actually, it's like, it's kind of like Planet Earth. Similar vibe.
But
pretty interesting, fun to watch. Yeah, I actually really liked it.
Yeah.
Part of it's like, you're like, how do they really know?
But it's cool nonetheless. It's fun.
But yeah,
it's fun.
It's still entertaining. It's in a relaxing kind of entertaining that throws back to Planet Earth, which you could just play and be happy and do other things. I feel like it's a good background show, but at the same time, if you pay attention, you're kind of rewarded for it.
Yeah.
They also got like a science behind the show thing on their YouTube page or something that you can go watch. I haven't, but
they just advertise it, so you know about it. Well, I will say on the Coming to America point, John, if you want another really good 80s Eddie Murphy film, Beverly Hills Cop is great. A really good movie. I really like that. And I will say,
Cop is good, but Coming to America, isn't that a recent?
No, you're thinking of Coming to America. You're thinking of Coming to America, the sequel that did come out like probably like 4 years ago at this point. But I will say a good recent Eddie Murphy film is Dolomite Is My Name, which is about Rudy Ray. What is his name? Rudy Ray Parker or something like that. Who is basically the dude who was the progenitor of rap music in general. He had these films that he made in the 70s that were super low budget, but they were they're called blaxploitation films, which always feels bad when I say. I don't know why I'm like that, black exploitation. It's no, blaxploitation. But they're just very kind of down to earth, like black, like cultural movies. And they're the one I watched, which is Dolomite, is really good. Very interesting. The acting's not great. The film itself is not great, but it's a very fun movie to watch. So, but Eddie Murphy made a movie like about that story, about Dolomite and whatnot. And I just always, this isn't really a spoiler, but like at the end, this kid comes up to Dolomite and is like, "Hey, I got a rhyme for you," and starts doing a rap, and then you realize, oh, that's a Biggie Smalls rap. Oh, that's Biggie Smalls, and that is an actual story of Biggie Smalls met the Rudy Ray Parker, or whatever his name is, Rudy Ray John. I don't know.
That's pretty cool.
And so that's like that, and that's why it's like he is the godfather of rap, because it's like, yeah, no, like a lot of people saw his movies when they were kids because their like parents were like, this shit's funny as hell, because it is. And then, but like his little like lyrical rhymes transformed into like an actual music genre. So if you're a fan of rap or rap history, I highly recommend that. But yeah, nothing in the theaters that's. I think the new TMNT is supposed to be good. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I don't know. That's supposed to be like, it looks very Spider-Verse-ish.
I watched Guardians of the Galaxy 3 recently.
How was it?
It was pretty good. You know, I was going into it expecting it to just be pretty bad because Marvel's been horrible recently. But
yeah,
it was actually not bad.
So
I wouldn't say, like, I was very pleasantly surprised, entertained. So,
and I want to say that's because it's James Gunn, and James Gunn is just a competent director and like and writer. So, because again, that's why like DC fucking poached him after like Disney dropped him for that random bullshit of like, oh, your tweets were bad 10 years ago, which is still crazy to me. But yeah, no, anything I think he makes at least has like still like a soul to it. But with that being said, do you think I should see the Marvels then, Tom? Should I go see the Marvels when that comes out?
I don't know what that is.
What?
Sounds.
It's got.
I don't know what that is.
Brie Larson. The woman from WandaVision, who got superpowers in WandaVision. Michael's looking up. Not the witch. No, not the best character that you would want to see in another property. No, the one who like the agent. The agent who like
I forgot about that.
Yes. Yeah, as most did. And then the Miss Marvel from the show Miss Marvel. That a bunch of people saw, right?
Who's the actor?
Some 21-year-old.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. I mean, again, it's
Vellani and Teyona Paris, along with Brie Larson.
Why did you say the Teyona? I don't think that's. You put a little accent on that one. I don't think there's. You dropped it at the end.
Yeah, I did.
But Teyona Paris. Yeah, no, I just keep seeing that. Yeah, I'm like, I'm not seeing that shit.
Yeah.
It's giving me Eternals.
What might be the next good Marvel is, I think Loki 2, or like the second season of Loki is coming out.
It is, yeah.
Yeah. And so I'm kind of excited about that one. But
I'm just wondering what the next good Marvel movie will be, because it's like I think the shows they can do fairly good with. I heard The Secret Invasion was kind of dog shit. I heard that was not good.
Horrible. It was horrible. I watched the first episode and I was like, never again. I will not.
Oh no! It lost you by the first episode.
Yeah, first episode. I was like, this is the dumbest thing I've ever seen. That and like She-Hulk. She-Hulk was trash.
Attorney at law.
Yeah.
That's She-Hulk.
I watched about 10 minutes of that, and I was like, I can't do this.
She did not pass that fucking bar exam for you to just call her She-Hulk.
Damn. But it's got Mark Ruffalo in it. With a like a way. That's the thing that's funny is like in those TV shows, it's like, okay, bro. Like your CGI compared to the movies, obviously is going to be worse, right? But like when you have a direct comparison of like Mark Ruffalo as the Hulk in the movies, and then you see him in the show, and he doesn't look terrible in the show, but you're like, okay, he definitely looks worse. But then somehow She-Hulk top that in looking worse. Like the actual just character design of She-Hulk looked like ass. Not even the character design, just the CGI quality in general. I was like, this does not look good. Like this looks like Uncanny Valley too extreme. But yeah, I don't know. Is she gonna be in the movie? Like that's what I'm wondering, because I'm like, you're doing all these shows and it has to be setting up for something. But then like, are you going to bring them into the movies? And then at that point, it's like, oh, well, bro, no one's going to fucking watch those shows. So I don't know. I don't know where Marvel's going. DC is also, I mean, Blue Beetle, guys. Who wants to see Blue Beetle? It's in theaters.
That might actually be kind of good.
I think
I
looked up like reviews or whatever, and people were like, it's actually kind of like a well, okay, this was just one that said it, the headline, but it was like a breath of fresh air, and I was like, okay, that seems interesting. But at least from the trailer I saw, I was like, okay, this is kind of doing the same beats as like every superhero movie. Which it would be one thing if there were like even just like 3 superhero movies or like 4, but like we have like 20 origin stories at this point, 30 origin stories. So it's like, okay, I don't know.
George Lopez is in it.
Now that fuck Tom, you're selling me on it. Legitimately, I do. Like, I'm like, I gotta support my boy George. Okay, like that man, he raised me. Yeah, I don't know. And apparently I looked it up and it was like, it fucking toppled Barbie. And I was like, oh shit. Okay. Maybe it's doing really well. And then I saw another article that was like, yeah, it's the second worst opening for a DC film. And I was like, ooh. So it's just that Barbie's been out for a month and finally people are like not seeing it because most people have seen it at this point. Or most people who will see it have seen it. So
did you watch Barbie?
I did see Barbie. Yes, I did see Barbie. Yeah, I did not do the Barbenheimer thing though. But yeah, we talked about we did talk about it last week where it was like I feel like everything's already been said about both those movies where it's like could give our opinion, but it's like hey, I'll say again, Oppenheimer, I loved it. I love that movie.
You already saw both of them, and they enjoyed both of them.
Yeah, I mean,
good things to say about Barbies and good things to say about Oppenheimer. So.
I mean, I'm just glad that movies are doing well. I'm glad people are going to theaters and seeing movies. That's the most happy I am for it.
Did you ever? It was like a pretty cool, like cultural event. Barbenheimer.
Yeah,
it was like some of the most connected people I've felt in a while.
Legitimately, yeah. Like where you can go to work and be like, have you seen Barbie? Have you seen Oppenheimer? And that was a thing for like 2 or so weeks at my work where it was like, oh, I saw Oppenheimer. I haven't seen Barbie yet. And they're like, oh, you got to go see Barbie. I'm like, oh, well, you got to go see Oppenheimer. And then eventually people did. They were like, that was really good. Like that was a very, very deep movie. Yeah, I definitely.
Murphy.
Oh, dude. I could look at that man all day. Like, holy shit. I need to watch Peaky Blinders because holy shit.
You should
haven't seen Peaky
Blinders. No, and I keep seeing that. I also
be careful, man.
I don't know if it's just
You
because of Oppenheimer.
Take off work all week to watch it. Dude.
Well,
Go to a bar.
Yeah.
The number of bar fights had to have increased after Peaky Blinders.
No, I
feel like it puts you in a little bit of a dangerous mood.
You're selling me even more. No, I want to be in a dangerous mood. Okay. Oh shit.
I don't know.
Yeah, Oscar can agree with that.
I mean,
that was when he pissed on my couch. Was after watching Pete. He was like,
Oscar's touching him.
oh fuck. Damn, is he British in that show?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
that's
British in real life too.
Yeah.
I thought he is Irish actually. He's Irish.
Yeah, I was gonna say he's like a gypsy.
Yeah,
And like a fucking World War I or World War II vet. I think it's World War I.
World War One. It was before World War II because during that show you see like the rise of the fascism. It's pretty interesting.
Pretty wild. Great show.
That is
You should
okay.
absolutely
It's on my list. What was that? HBO, right? Sweet HBO.
I don't know what they always
Netflix.
change. It's so hard
It's
to
on
keep up
Netflix.
with.
Well, I'll just illegally download it. It's okay.
I know at least a couple of them are on Netflix, but yeah, there might be. I mean, it's one of those shows that they probably.
It's a Netflix original. I'm
Well,
pretty sure.
I don't know. It is.
I don't think it
Almost
is.
Never mind.
positive it is,
I'm not gonna push back on that because I realized I was like, I have no fucking clue what that Yeah, what that's all from.
This might not be a Netflix original, but Netflix owns it. Like, there's an N in front of it whenever you look at Peaky Blinders.
Oh, okay. Then yeah, Netflix then bought the rights, maybe.
They'll make like they'll make
says
like
watch
one
now on
season
Netflix,
and
but
slap that on there.
Yeah, I mean, I'll definitely watch that shit. I don't have Netflix anymore because it fucking kicked me off. But because like now they're
left.
Netflix bought the original series and bought the rights.
Interesting. But yeah, no, Netflix. Fuck Netflix. They fucked me over. I started watching Trailer Park Boys. Got like halfway through season 1, and they were like, "Oh, actually, sorry, you're not on the main IP address of your Netflix account, so you can't watch anymore." And then I went, "Okay, then I'll just illegally download all of it." So
that's interesting because my Netflix account works here, and I use my parents' Netflix.
That's very interesting, Michael. How long? Like you're still watching Netflix too, and it's still working?
I mean, I watched Netflix like a week or so ago.
Okay,
and it worked.
That's surprising.
How much?
Right now we can't post this. Bleep that out.
Much Netflix have you watched? Because the thing is, I think we determined this
one episode.
Okay, so I think what they're doing now, I think what they're doing now is they allow you to watch. Again, I was able to watch the first 3 or 4 episodes of Trailer Park Boys season 1, and then they went, sorry. And I think that's how they're trying to get you, is they allow you to watch a little bit more than directly cutting you off immediately, and then they cut you off after a certain point.
That's evil, man.
Yeah,
they want you to be in the middle of something.
Yeah, legitimately. And then they're like, well, you can either pay us or just be discontent with not seeing the rest. So, but that's why you get a VPN. And if any VPNs want to sponsor this podcast that happens either 2 times in 1 week or once every 9 months, then go ahead, do it. I mean,
what VPN do you have, Jake?
I have ExpressVPN. ExpressVPN, I will switch sides in an instant if NordVPN reaches out. But also ExpressVPN, if you're listening, then I will sell my baby. I will sell my baby to have ExpressVPN for the rest of my life.
How much are we looking at monthly for
I got a deal. I think it ended up monthly. It ended up being like $8 a month, but I did like the yearly where I bought it for like a whole year. To be fair, I was very drunk when I did this. It was like one of those. It is one of the only like drunk purchases I've made, but it was a smart one. And I was like, you know what? That's actually okay. I ended up paying like $100 for like a year and like 3 months. It like add 3 months extra. So I was like, okay, that's not bad. So we take those. But yeah, no, ExpressVPN, that's helped me watch all the shows I need to. So I'll get Peaky Blinders on there because that shit does seem. I just seen the GIF of Cillian Murphy running up to the camera and just with a gun in his mouth going. And I'm like, I gotta. What's the context of that scene? What's going on there? I mean, I don't even know if you guys know what I'm talking about. I'll throw it in the podcast.
Yeah, I know. I know what you're talking about.
Okay.
That's later.
Later. Okay.
Yeah, that's later in this series. Yep.
But yeah, no, I will definitely add that to the list. But yeah, no, it seems like a bunch of movies are taking a shit right now. Blue Beetle, Elemental.
I watched. So there was one movie that I kept seeing ads for. 65. Have you seen that?
Oh, is that the Adam Driver movie?
Yes.
Yeah.
Did you watch it?
No, but I heard about like the behind the scenes shit. But you go ahead and I'll add to it.
I kept getting ads for that, and then I was on a plane ride, and it was available as a free movie. So I was just like, all right, whatever. Like there was nothing else. It was that or John Wick, and I was like, I'm just gonna watch 65, and it was like not bad for being stuck and having like really nothing else to do. It was not bad.
Yeah, that is what I heard, but then I later heard that the director was pissed though, and like the basically the creative team behind it, because so the ads showed like all the dinosaurs and shit, right? Mm-hmm. That was originally not supposed to be a thing. Like they were not like the dinosaurs were going to be in there, but it was just going to act like it was a like, oh, he crash lands on some weird sci-fi planet, whatever. And then the dinosaurs show up and you go, oh shit, this is ancient Earth. Like that was going to be like a twist. Don't know how well that would have been pulled off, but at the very least to like withhold that from advertising would have been like interesting, and then be like, no, I mean, if you don't know, don't look up anything and just go watch it. But then it's like that was all over the fucking advertising. Was like, yeah, they're dying. T-Rex is in it, and it's like, oh,
I mean, to
okay.
be fair, the first scene in the movie is like 65 million years ago.
Yeah, no, they
crash land or whatever.
re-edited it later too as well.
Okay,
they gave it context for that, but it's like originally the screenplay and everything was like that was supposed to be a reveal. Like I think it was like not deep into the movie, but like 15-30 minutes in, it was going to be like, oh shit, this is Earth. Which wasn't that the same? What was the Jaden and Will Smith movie where they fucking crash landed on a planet? And it was like an M. Night Shyamalan movie, I think. Does anybody remember what I'm talking about?
That was like they had to like survive.
Yeah, that was like After Earth or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that was another failure of Jane Smith's career as an actor.
It was a failure.
It's actually pretty good.
It was like supposed to be a big deal because it was like both of them in a movie together, like father and son. And then people were like, we don't give a shit.
Will Smith wasn't in The Karate Kid then, was he?
How do you think Jaden feels knowing that his sibling is just much more talented than he is?
Is Willow doing shit? I don't.
Yeah,
Willow is
solid
significantly more talented in terms of music.
I remember
so much better.
I whip my hair back and forth.
Willow Smith made the song Another Dimension or whatever. Some dimension.
That one is really good.
Oh, okay.
I like Rainbow Bop.
Wait a minute, that's what it is.
Wait a minute. Oh shit! That makes much more sense. Okay.
I don't know. I disagree.
I mean, I
well,
like
fuck
some
you.
Jaden Smith.
Are you saying Jaden Smith is better than Willow Smith?
No, I said how. I said
No, I'm saying
No, Michael. I think Michael is saying that.
Like, I agree with you, John. I agree with you wholeheartedly.
Michael, what are you saying? What's your point?
I'm on Jaden's side. I like that. I really like Rainbow Apps. That album. I enjoyed it. I listened to it quite a bit, like way more than I listened to Willow. So I can't really say that one is better than the other. I have to go personally be with Jaden. I don't know if I'd say I'm a real big fan of any of the Smiths.
How can they slap though? Is my question. How can they slap?
Do you think Jaden has a slap more similar to Will than Willow?
I think Willow has a better slap, probably. I'll be honest. Willow seems like she's I think from a young age, again, whip my hair back and forth. That just somehow translates into like, I can slap the shit out of you. Like I can slap the goddamn lights out of you. Yeah.
She understands the physics behind the slap.
Yeah. Whereas
she's trying to
Jaden,
make the time of the impact as low as possible.
just like I'm just thinking about it, just like trying to imagine Jaden slapping Chris Rock versus Willow slapping Chris Rock. I think Willow's going to win any day. Now, do they beat their dad at it? I don't know. That's a toughie.
It was a solid slap.
It was a fucking solid slap. I still have a hard time believing that shit. But who is somebody John streaming right now?
I think that was.
Okay. All right. Well. Okay. So we got Leafy is here.
Are you doing this right now? Or is this like?
What? This is pre-recorded.
Added content.
This is
This is Subway Surfers.
Yes, Tom. Thank you. Honestly, we should have been doing this years ago. This is fucking.
No, this is how
that shit is
got
weird,
popular,
though, right?
No, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. So Leafy is here. John is here. Yeah. No, that shit is. I mean, terrifying because it's like showing the actual like degradation of people's attention spans in real time.
Yeah, like they haven't made two different videos at the same time to be able to keep someone's attention on it.
Not even two. I've seen three. I've seen Subway Surfers, like some like weird like foam shit, and then like the actual video itself.
Probably just they're just.
Give me the kinetic.
Okay.
Sand.
Yeah, they just like.
Yeah. If they have more than one, it's a meme. I mean, people have literally had like.
I don't know if it's
clips where no, dude, it isn't. No, like literally,
no,
it's a meme.
They'll
you
be
dip.
interviewing someone. I saw this video that was like, "Hey, you're getting fired," and they're like, "What?" And he's like, I'm sorry. Pulls up Subway Surfers on a laptop right underneath his head. I'm sorry, man, you're fired. And he's like, oh man, damn it. like it's definitely being memed.
No, yeah, but at the same time, the meme came from like a truthful origin, right? Like that is an actual thing.
It's like
right?
you're looking at the bottom, you're looking at GTA 5, people just like driving cars on courses, and then at the top, it's a Family Guy clip.
Oh, I have seen the Family Guy ones.
That's
Yeah,
what I normally see it as. It's like it's Family Guy at the bottom. It's like someone cutting sand, GTA driving, Rocket League freestyling, or CS:GO surfing. Just some type of thing that's a little bit satisfying to watch when people are really good at it. And Family Guy clips.
So now I'm thinking I should, because we have some empty space here on the screen. Well, now even more empty space.
Just put some surfing.
I'm
I've never
thinking.
surfed before.
I'm thinking I'm gonna put some Subway Surfer or something on the other two blocks. I'll have Subway Surfers going, and then I'll have like the foam cutting videos.
You should just do what JT just put in stream. Just do
Uh,
that fucking platformer.
I could do that.
Watching people like with good movement is I mean that's why like Leafy did it. Like Leafy was honestly kind of a, we hate the guy, but he was a little bit ahead of his time. Let's just be honest.
He really was.
He started it. I mean, the man was like, oh yeah, let me just put movement.
Hey, speaking of other iDubbbz related people, fucking Jinx was also ahead of the time. Like the reaction
Have you guys
shit.
seen the shit that Jax Films is doing? I know, Jake. I know you have. Jax Films is going at Sniper Wolf.
Yes, yeah.
And honestly, I mean, it got to the point where the man, one of his viewers, made a bingo board because of how, and they're literally playing bingo. I had already seen the Jax Films before he posted his most recent ones, but I was watching him and I was like, this is actually insane. Like there is sometimes where it's her face isn't even in the video. It's just
I didn't see that.
Play the video.
Yeah,
they literally would just play the TikTok in its entirety. There's no reaction. She's not even in it. And it'll just cut back to her like covering up like 2/3 of the screen. And she's like, "Oh damn."
Yeah, if you don't know this YouTuber who's been around forever, SS Sniper Wolf. Yeah, it has been. I don't know for how long, but like
literally, she used to be like a COD YouTuber.
That's what I thought.
I knew who she was because like Devin watched her or something, and Devin told me.
I knew her.
No, I'm not even joking. Like literally, Devin says something about Sniper Wolf, and I was like, it's just a COD YouTuber. I was like, I don't give a shit about COD, and then apparently now she's like the React channel master.
Yeah, I mean,
she's cracked the code.
It's and again like
the least amount of effort.
No, literally. Sorry, Phil. And Jax Films posted a video recently, and literally like going over all of the shit that he's watched, and there are 3 different videos that she has within the past month with the exact same video in the reactions that she's watching, like all the TikToks, and she has the same reaction every time. Like, she's literally boiled it down to an algorithm. I honestly props to her.
It's like Mr. Beast, but way less effort. Yeah, no, legitimately,
I understand where Jax Films is coming from. I also kind of understand where she's coming from, where it's like you're just upset that you don't get this much. Like she's literally said some shit about like money, but the thing is, Jax Films does actually put a lot of more effort into his videos, so like that's why I'm kind of like.
Oh no! I mean, he's been on the YouTube grind. Okay, I don't want to see this shit, Michael. I don't know why I clicked on this. He's been on the YouTube grind for over 10 years. Even like since it was around. Like since like
been
within
subscribed to his main channel for probably 10 years.
Yeah, and he's tried to stay like creatively relevant and whatnot. Obviously, he's done like various things, like various series or whatnot, but they've all at least been like creative and have
like,
effort put in them.
That shit's so classic. He literally made his own channel.
Yeah, and then he also like does songs and shit. He's musically talented, like that compared to SS Sniper Wolf, who is just literally watching videos at this point. Not always, wasn't always that way, but it is like just like I don't want to say lowest common denominator, but like the easiest way to get as many views as possible. And it's like, well.
Let's bring this topic up actually. Have you guys seen AFK streams, or am I the only one? Because
AFK? No.
Yeah.
Oh,
No,
is this,
what the fuck is that?
The thing
It's
that
where, like-
XQC does, where he walks away and lets his chair be the host of the fucking show.
No, it's literally like Ludwig did it for an hour because he lost.
Look,
a bet.
Michael's doing it right
that's
now.
How I know about it. No, so it's literally like it's an AFK stream where, sorry, NPC stream is a better term. I don't know where AFK stream came from. NPC stream, where they literally act like
Oh shit.
they are
Oh, yeah.
NPCs.
Yeah.
And they,
Oh, yeah.
It's
like
Yum yum. Yum yum.
Yes, yum, yum.
Ice
did I
cream.
think
Yum
that?
yum. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I know all about that shit. That shit. Oh, yeah, no, I know
Oh,
that.
yeah.
For the
about to
donations and
say-
shit.
We're putting this on the podcast.
Yeah,
It's
here
my
you go.
First
Let's-
time surfing. I've never surfed before. So we're doing it. we're gonna see how it goes.
Yeah, no, I know all about the fucking NPC streams, and that shit is
Oh,
Wait, yeah, great, John.
insane.
Oh, sick.
It's
I
hard.
have no idea what I'm doing.
Okay,
Like,
this
I,
is-
I only know like the basics of it. I've never done it.
Jesus Christ.
And there we go.
I don't know how you-
I'm dead.
What?
What is this on?
I don't,
This is CS:GO.
How do you access it?
Oh, workshop maps.
Mm.
Dude, CS:GO has like only up. They have Fortnite. They're like CS:GO. You guys don't understand. CS:GO is basically Gary's mod. That's why it has so many players.
It
Not that
legitimately
many
is.
people
Yeah.
are playing it competitively. I have seen players on matchmaking or Face It. They're like, yeah, like I have probably 2,000 hours in surfing. Their movement is so much better than mine could ever be, but they cannot do anything else. It's the only thing they can do.
That's pretty funny. I mean, yeah, it is. That just kind of reminds me that, like, I mean, CS:GO Counter-Strike in general just started off as like a Half-Life mod.
Yeah, it was literally a mod. I mean,
Yeah, I mean that's how Team Fortress 2 started.
Shit.
Like they all started as mods of the original Half-Life, and then they all by like the mid 2000s, late 2000s had gotten their own games. So,
I wish
but-
Nintendo would take a hint at that one
what do you mean? What are you talking about?
because they not the kindest to modders.
What? No, it's not like they've literally like sued people for like not even modding, but just trying to create like remake their.
PM, dude. I mean,
Jesus, yeah, I didn't even think about that. Yeah, PM really is the best example, and that's so sad that they were like, yeah, we're basically shutting them down. It's like, oh, okay, cool, very cool, Nintendo. No, that is why if anyone's like, yeah, fuck Nintendo, I don't fuck with them because of that. I'm like, I honestly can't blame you, but at the same time, they make too good of games for me to not play any of them. Like I just beat fucking Tears of the Kingdom. That game ruled, and then I tried to tell myself I wasn't going to buy a new game until after me and Mike went to Mexico because I was like, I need to save my wallet right now. And then I bought Pikmin 4 yesterday. But that game also rules.
I heard that game was pretty good from Donkey at least.
Yeah, well, that's what got me. I was like, I don't want to watch the Donkey video because I know they'll make me buy it. And then I beat Tears of the Kingdom, and I was like, you know what? I'll watch the video. Why not? And then I was like, fuck. Because to be fair, I do love Pikmin. I play. I mean, that was one of the first games I had on the GameCube, and that game still rules. So. But that, yeah, I've been playing that a little bit. I got it yesterday and played it a little bit today before we jumped on, and that game does indeed rule. So, but Nintendo does suck ass when it comes to any kind of creativity outside of their property rights. So, but we love them, folks. We love them. I'm still gonna buy whatever the Switch 2 is or whatever it will be. But. I don't know. That's pretty much all I had for the podcast. I didn't really have anything else. Me and Mike gotta get ready for
my tire. Gotta get that.
You got screw in your tire
tomorrow. Yep.
Okay.
Straight in, man. I don't understand how that stuff happens.
Michael Brown, I feel like you and I have the worst luck with cars.
Well, Michael buys dog shit cars, so
Michael buys dog. I just happen to have
Yeah.
problems with my cars like every other month. Like something's going wrong, and
That's
What's
true.
wrong with it right now?
dude, my Civic ran out like a free. It had a Freon leak. It either ran out of Freon somehow. Michael Bryan
that's
said
not
that
good.
shouldn't be possible, or it has a leak. And I mean, dude, the shit cost me like fucking about $1,500 because then they're looking at it. They're like, "Oh, your brake pads." They were like, "Has this not been driven in a while?" It's like, "Oh yeah, I mean, it only has like 70,000 miles on it. It's from 2016." And the brake pads and the like, what's above the brake pads? I don't know.
Brake rotors.
The
and
rotors,
calipers.
literally, they were all rusted to shit. And they're like, "Yeah, we're gonna need to replace your brake pads." They were like, "Yeah," like they literally said something about my brake pads being like so bad. They're like talking about how like it's genuinely dangerous. And my mom was like, I was like, "Wow, no, it's not that bad." And my mom was like, "No, like you're changing it." And I was like, "Okay."
Yeah, if that was me, I would like just me. I'd be like, I can float it.
I've never felt like my brakes were that bad.
Yeah.
Literally, my mom's like, "No, you're changing that shit." So I was like, "Oh fuck!"
See-
I had oil change, all of this shit. Just so much money just dumped into my car. And then also, flat tire driving home from St. Louis. Like,
oh yeah, that is
within,
rough.
like,
That one
an
was
hour
so
and a
fun.
half
That sounded
into
like
the
a
drive,
nightmare.
it literally made the drive take 6 hours longer. He's just driving 55. No, at some point, I'm literally like driving on side roads, and I'm like, I'm losing service. I call my mom. My mom's like, "Yeah, like, because the state trooper was like, I take back roads home," and I was like, "Okay." I get to the back roads and I lose service. The map's not working anymore, and I'm like, this is fucked. And I'm like, literally drive back, get to a gas station, buy a phone charger because I didn't have one. And then I literally get on the interstate. My mom's like, "Yeah, I get on the interstate and just drive 55 the entire way." And I'm like, "Okay." And that's what I did.
Wait, were you on your spare
Took
tire?
so long.
You were driving
On a donut, yeah.
Yeah, okay, that's what I thought. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's rough.
At least you had the spare though, man. A lot of people don't carry spares. Like my truck doesn't have spare in it, and it really sucks when you get a flat and you don't have spare.
Yeah, I'm
When
sure.
you said a lot of people don't carry spares, I thought you were saying that as like laughing at people who are like stupid enough to not do that.
Fucking dumbass.
I'm one of those people.
I'm one of those people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't even know the spare was in there, if I'm being honest. I just kind of assumed because I'd never had. I mean, I'd only had the car. Like I never lifted up. Actually, I mean, I didn't know it was there. Actually, no, never mind. I didn't know it was there.
Check your spare air pressure.
But I had not looked at it since I had bought the car.
If you haven't checked your spare since you bought your car, check the air pressure because it would really suck to have a spare but then not have any air.
That would be even worse because
That's honestly worse.
that would be infuriating. Be like, "Oh, I have my spare. Fuck." Put it on. It's fucking flat. Oh, okay. Never mind. Yeah, aren't you? It's like your max like 50 miles or something with the spare. It's like what you're supposed to drive, right? Like no more than 50.
Per hour?
No, I'm
50
saying
miles
like
an hour.
50 in general.
Oh.
Like I thought you were
It's like 55 miles per hour, and I think you have like a 200-mile range or something.
200
Like,
miles.
it's
Okay,
more
that's
generous than you
better.
think.
Okay.
But don't quote me on that. I'm just.
Well, hey, John, you got from basically St. Louis to here with your spare. So you know what? I will quote you on that. You got life experience. So. Yeah.
This is basically turning into a car talk, that NPR show.
funny?
Well, it's good.
I'm gonna wait
Honestly,
to
I might have
St.
to
Louis?
check out that NPR show then.
Have you
I
never
know
listened
that-
to Car Talk, Mike?
No,
Mike,
you
Car
guys
Talk
love
is
it.
made for you.
Yeah,
Legitimately, Car Talk is literally made for you.
It's like two guys who like can make cars interesting, even if you don't give a fuck about cars. And it's done now. I'm pretty sure one of them has passed away, but
Yes. Yeah, I believe so.
it was really good.
Whoa. That's disappointing, but at the same time invigorating because I did not know about that, and now I know what I'm going to do at work for the rest of the week.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
They're on Car Talk.
Yep.
Yeah, and people call in too with like car troubles, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I would have loved it. I could have called in.
Well, Michael, start your own Car Talk.
Do you think if we all posted on our socials, like, here's a number, call into the podcast at like between these hours, one day a week?
I think,
people would call in?
the problem is it would have to be like, because we couldn't just put all of our numbers out there. Like, what were we going to
No,
do?
we would have to choose one of us.
Is the
We'd choose
podcast
one of
done?
us.
Are we
Okay.
done recording?
We can be, yeah. I was wrapping it up a little bit ago, but then we got stuck on cars, so but that's not It's not bad. I'm okay with that. But yeah,
Hey,
let's wrap
listener,
it up.
If you're out there and you'd like to call in, like leave a comment. Let us know that you'd like to call in, and we'll figure out a way.
Michael
Yeah.
is going into a.
I'll put my
Yeah,
number out
leave
there.
a comment and don't leave a comment that says,
We'll have
"Oh,
some
is
little
it now? It's the
segment.
ladies' turn to throw up." Don't leave that comment.
What?
We got that on the Christmas cast, and I was very, very
Oh,
grossed
right.
out. I went, ooh,
You guys call
ooh.
all of us at 502-777-6242.
Okay.
Whose number
That's
is
my
that?
phone number.
Okay, John, I'll bleep that out. I'll bleep that out. Okay, god damn it.
No, but I do think it's time. It's time we need to spread the Talking Heads Club brand out. Here's what we're gonna do.
Like by
Christmas.
t-shirts,
No,
maybe?
Christmas. First things first, because I know it'll be the most consistent, just by default. We're getting Oscar a GoPro for Christmas. He's asking for it. He's making fishing videos. I know that's the
Honestly,
most consistent. It's number 2.
dude.
Michael Bryan car videos.
Yeah, all right, all right.
I'll take care of the gaming.
Yeah,
You start
we'll,
doing some surfing.
Jake's gonna take care of, like movie reviews.
yeah, me and
just
Ben can
like-
tag
just
team movies. We'll
all
watch
these
movies.
things, and then Ben's gonna be making photography vlogs.
Blogs. That's not even a video.
Vlog.
Vlogs.
I think he
Okay,
said
sorry.
vlogs.
Sorry. I thought written word on YouTube somehow. I was like, I don't know how
It's
that
just
works.
VHC media, you know.
Yeah, it seems like it's going from a podcast to a multimedia empire, and we're just kind of.
This is what I'm saying.
It's not bad.
Time
Yeah.
to expand.
Okay. All right.
I say
well,
we start our own shorts platform. You know?
I'll just start streaming. I'll just get home and anytime I play games, I'll just start streaming. Even I won't interact with my viewers at all because I only have one monitor.
you can pull it up on your phone. You can pull the chat up on your phone. Just leave it plugged in.
Maybe I can
be
record
there.
my drive.
Yeah, record your drives, Mike. That went
Yeah,
so well last
we'll
time because I
open that
clipped the best fucking clip we've ever gotten from. Yeah, that was awesome. And that was on the Talking Heads Club stream. So, John, if you, I think I gave you the login at some point, but I can give it again, and again, we can do it. But anyways, let's wrap it up. Oh,
We
okay.
need
Tommy was
Talking
just-
Heads Club reacts as well.
Tommy does shooting videos. He's got that.
Yes,
range.
Tom, go to the range and do some shooting
Oh my
videos.
God.
Yes.
Got that range.
Legitimately, we got a wide net that we're casting, and we're
Yeah,
catching
oh yeah.
some fish. Okay, all right, and not just Jake's catching some fish, but we're all catching
Okay.
the fish of viewers.
I say we go fishing as a unit.
Well,
We
that
could do
will be like the
a
special
catfishing-
streams.
a
Wait! I
catfishing
just decided.
podcast.
You know what we do with Tyler? Tyler, you take videos of children at the hospital for your sake.
I don't
Yeah,
know.
we can get sad B-roll.
Okay, I think we gotta.
It's just like cameras though.
This is going off the rails.
When we start getting sad, we just B-roll footage of children with cancer.
No, like barely any editing.
We can get charity views. That's free charity views.
And you just hear Tyler heavily breathing in the background, just as it slowly zooms in on a little bald child. Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like for this video, we should be like, sorry for the audio last podcast, and then it'd be just B-roll footage of a child with cancer. We're sorry for the audio last podcast, guys, but could you donate?
Not,
my
but
God.
never specify that you're donating to the kid with cancer. Just show kids with cancer, and then just kind of like leave it vague enough to where they're like, okay, and it's like, no, you're donating to the podcast itself. That money was going straight in my pocket. Okay. Okay. Well,
Who the fuck that kid?
we're gonna end this before we say anything else worse or better. All right. Well, this has been the Talking Heads
next
Club
week.
podcast.
First time in 2 weeks.
Episode
Like, first
30.
time back-to-back weeks.
First time back-to-back weeks, and also first time across 3 different time zones. So you know what?
Big.
We love it. We love it. We make it work
We
here.
out here.
We out here.
and we're everywhere.
You're damn right. Except in California. If you're in California, fuck you. You're not even gonna be a part of this country soon.
Yeah.
We're cutting you off.
But we will give you some movie tickets we purchased a while ago.
Yeah, I got movie tickets. If you want to go see, I don't even know what it was. It was I don't remember what movie it was. I blocked it out of my. I blocked it out of my memory.
No, it wasn't the Avengers. Fuck, what was that? Was it Civil War?
He couldn't handle it.
It might have been Civil War or something. Yeah, goddamn. Yeah, so if you're in California, hit us up. We got some movie tickets for you. Anyways, all right. All right, this has been the Talking Heads Club podcast. We'll see you guys soon.